Get the money you need with Fast Loan Advance.
Swear be the truth, that what they say.
She go for anything, yo, the bitch go for. Who got the skeleton? What it go for? Bitch, where you at? Bring that mouth here. I'm in the streets with a check, bitch, I'm out here. I got dope, I got crack, what you trying to do? My partner got the pills pharmaceutical. I dropped the sunroof, I'm just trying to let the car air. I'm smoking all gas, you just smoking all air. Yo, bitch on me bad, feel like I'm a ball player. All this trap money, feel like I'm a ball player. I spread them niggas like the phone, cause they out there. You don't fuck with Freddy, fuck them all well. You square, plus you salty, you a cracker nigga. Hope I with no safety, better back up nigga. Draco, you in your backup nigga. sir, yes sir. Dropping off the top roll like a wrestler, yes sir. All up in your hoe, said I'm the GOAT. Ride around with the dope, I'm a chauffeur. All these sticks in here, what I'ma lock the doors for. She go for anything, yo, the bitch go for. Who got that work? Scale it up, what it go for? Scare me up, I'm a whole 1,008 grams. Moonwalking with the dope, make it Space Jam. You know time, make money, I can't waste a damn. Don't play around by that money, lay him face down. You already know what the fuck, don't nobody motherfucking move.
Get a mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. What's good, what's good, what's
Swerve
good?
me, that's what they say.
Shout out to the homie, 4th Street Freddy, a.k.a. Freddie P. Ride around with that like a chauffeur. We about to get into the content, man. Say play that Crucial K featuring Earz. I got you. I ain't gonna play it right now, but I gotta pull it up. And we're gonna go ahead and get started into the show pretty much right after this song. So I'll pull it up for the end of the show or in the middle of the show, take a little when we're taking a break in between.
What's good?
Hey, but y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We got a good show lined up for y'all. Very informative.
I could cook it up right here in front of you. What you need? Let go. Yeah. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself.
Niggas big cat like a Mexican Fiesta. Dope on the scale, you won't get no extra this way. Make your hoe do what the money say. Tell your old man he don't want it, babe. I just bought a new stick the other day. Cook dope on the stove for microwave. The neighbors don't like the J, they keep coming. Come on, I'ma keep serving the thumb and defy the ranks. Shit smell like fungus. No Q and I just the city. Keep fuck up my business, I'm just being honest. Keep dealers and killers.
What's good, Steady Grinding? Shout out to Terran, shout out to Larry Wade, G Mac, Justin N, Just J. Shout out to Helene, Iceberg, Cheryl Hard.
Didn't I see a ghost? 93 OG, it came from West Coast. Shout out to your hoe, I just came from a throat.
Shout out to Star.
Oh, let's go.
G Mama Body.
Go take a seat, get out the kitchen, I'm cooking, keep whipping it. Long as promoters keep booking, I'm running it. You get it all till I'm done with it. Give me that repo, your block, you won't get it. Hell with the skill, got it booming like speakers. I know what I'm doing. Don't need no features, court dates and funerals, commas and numerals. Really a chef, cook it up right.
Shout out to Jimmy McFly.
These niggas bluff, they really not tough. Head first, running up a check till my heart start 3-point. Working on my shot, trying to get high. Swear to God, promise not to fold, never flip flop. Good smoke, good dope, busting out the zip lock. Don't think about it, you try, you might die. These niggas capping, they living a lie.
Alright, y'all, one more, because I'm finishing rolling up my blunt. I'm just finishing up rolling up my blunt. I'm almost done. We can go ahead and get started.
Nah, I got this. I can't tell you how to do it, but I can show you. I can show you how to do it. The dope is the coldest. I know that you notice. Detached from discretion, count up with a passion. Cashing and dashing, stacking and stashing. Pretty much do what I want.
Good, Dale Cherry.
With my feelings, I'm searching for healing. Pray to the ceiling, just send me a sign. Cover me, save me from wasting my time. They waiting on me, got on waiting in line. I know what I'm doing, just sit back and watch. They hate me so much, really love me a lot. No working it out, it ain't nothing to speak on. Negative thoughts and bad energy, be gone. Flash on the bitch, step on the peon. Prime time, coaching these niggas like Dion. New day, do it again like a rerun. My vision prophetic, all stays get beheaded. I did what I had to do, I don't regret it. They want the recipe, they can get next to me. Done with the past, I want what's ahead of me. Grinding excessively, stamping my legacy.
Alright, y'all, I'm ready. Is y'all ready?
Master my talents, I feel like it's worth it. The dope is the coldest, I know that you notice.
What's good, Jimmy McFly? I just shouted you out, man. I called you up. I talked you up, my guy.
Money man.
Young niggas still spinning. It's a cold world, but it's gon' spin if we still in it. I've been taking chances on the road, I'm gon' still get it. If you get it out of mud, it's gon' feel different. I can never fall, and that's on my soul. I remain solid on my grind, 10 toes. I'm gon' get it by any means, no, I'm built different. Cold world, but it's gon' spin if we still
All right,
in it.
all right,
I'm
all
forward,
right,
I'm staying
all right.
silent, use my mind as a weapon in these streets. Gotta keep it on you, cause these niggas be stepping.
Get myself comfortable,
Catching strays like it's interceptions. I was working just like a slave.
Let's do a mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. How we sound, y'all? Are we low? Are we high? I want to make sure I ain't distorted. Make sure I'm heard loud and clear. All right, let me get this music. Let me get the music up out of here. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Earz to the streets in y'all area. So we got a lot to talk about today, y'all. We're going to get into a couple of stories, man. Y'all already know what the headline stories are. But we got a lot more stories, though, that y'all probably did not know about. So y'all know Earz to the streets going to bring it to you. I need y'all to make sure you hit the like button, though. Hit that like button. Share the content if you don't mind. Anything you got to do to help the boy out. So y'all, shout out to Ricky Clay. I see you in the area, my guy. Y'all, have y'all ever tried these? I don't mean to be promoting nobody's shit, you know, without getting paid. But a lot of people be going to get energy drinks, right? Have y'all seen these Arizona energy drinks, y'all? Y'all know how all the other energy drinks, the what they call, what the fuck them other ones is? The Red Bulls and all them bitches be like $3.99, $2.99 or whatever. Y'all, Arizona got energy drinks for 99 cents, y'all. I ain't lying. Nigga, Arizona. I fucks with Arizona, y'all. I fucks with Arizona, y'all. I don't know if they got them in all the stores, but it's a store right down the street from my house. And they got these Arizona energy drinks. And them jokers only 99 cents. And I'm fucking with them. I'm fucking with them. I don't know. I just had to tell y'all that. Just in case y'all ain't know. There's an energy drink out there for 99 cents. And they trying to hide it from us, y'all. They definitely trying to hide it from us. But let's get into the stories, man. We got some crazy shit been going on, man. Everybody been going to jail, y'all. Everybody been going to jail. Y'all, it's been so crazy out here with everybody going to jail. Y'all know they even locking up niggas like Chuck E. Cheese out there, be I ain't lying. Yo, it's so crazy out here, but these feds bamming up every motherfucking body. I was looking at the news this morning. I said, man, I know you motherfucking lying. I said, I know you lying. I know y'all ain't out here. You know, see, Dave and Buster don't have this problem. That's why you don't need to get no mascot for your restaurant. Because, you know, no telling what these folks be having going on in their real life. It's hard out here on these streets. But y'all think I'm lying, so I got to show y'all I ain't lying.
New details into the arrest of Chuck E. Cheese, or at least the man who was dressed up as one. It happened at a restaurant
Shit.
in Tallahassee.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. This goddamn StreamYard done went to acting stupid again. Hold up. I got a backup plan for it. I had a feeling they might come out with that bullshit. I had a feeling they was going to come out with that bullshit, so I got a backup plan. Hold up. Here we go. All right, let's start this back over.
New details into the arrest of Chuck E. Cheese, or at least the man who was dressed up as one. It happened at a restaurant in Tallahassee.
Bought a family from the villages.
Always some shit in Florida. God damn, boy, Florida can't get a break. Florida can't get a break, boy. If Chuck E. Cheese is in Florida, that nigga going to jail. I ain't lying.
Witnessed the entire thing while on vacation. As Fox 35's Randy.
Damn, and then Chuck E. Cheese ended up being a black dude, man. I always knew Chuck E. Cheese had to be black. Yeah, man. And they should be ashamed of themselves. Pulling up on Chuck E. Cheese, knowing there's a whole bunch of kids in there. They act like they couldn't wait till that man got off work. They gonna wait till all the kids. Now look at the kids in the background. Look at the kids in the background, y'all. Hugging each other, crying and shit. Look at that shit, man. They be fucking up kids' childhood with that shit. You come in here and just lock up Chucky.
Gilbert found out it was a visit the kids will likely never forget.
Chuck E. Cheese got arrested.
Chucky T got arrested. Hey, man, they ain't right for this shit. They is not right for this shit, man. The little girl say, Chucky T got arrested. Oh, look, I gotta hear that again. That was too cute.
Never forget.
Chuck E. Cheese got arrested.
It's been the talk of the Gilgenheimer family for the last few days.
Like asking 100 questions of like, does this mean Chucky's gone forever? Like, what now?
The Central Florida family was
Oh, shit. Sorry about that, y'all. I forgot to turn the shit back up. I'm fucking up already, y'all. Let's start back over, man. I'm messing up already. I'm messing up the screen.
New details into the arrest of Chuck E. Cheese, or at least the man who was dressed up as one. It happened at a restaurant in Tallahassee.
But a family from the Villages witnessed the entire thing while on vacation. As Fox 35's Randy Hildreth found out, it was a visit the kids will likely never forget.
Chuck E. Cheese got arrested.
It's been the talk of the Gilgenheimer family for the last few days.
Like asking 100 questions of like, does this mean Chucky's gone forever? Like, what now?
The Central Florida family was snapped in the back of this.
Man, Chucky gone forever, man. Chuck E. Cheese, he ain't bouncing back from being arrested in front of everybody. Your kids will never be able to see Chuck E. Cheese the same way again. And who the fuck go to Chuck E. Cheese still any damn way? I mean, Chuck E. Cheese so played out now. I mean, that ain't even a cheap way to get your kids pizza no more. You know what I mean? You be better off going to CC's or, you know, something like that. Dave and Buster's got way more options.
It's now viral.
Hold on, I gotta hear that Chuck E. Cheese got arrested again. Hold up. I gotta hear the little girl say it again, y'all. They locked the man up with his gloves, his whole uniform on.
A few days.
Like asking 100 questions of like, does this mean Chucky's gone forever? Like, what now?
The Central Florida family was snapped in the back of this now viral photo of Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested at a Tallahassee location. The family had just gotten in town to visit Grandma. 4-year-old Lizzie says she was nearly ready to help Mr. Cheese.
I just didn't want him to get arrested either. She's gonna go help us, then she saw the police and bam.
Mom says Lizzie had just taken a picture with the character, and 6-year-old Jenny was about to take one when police walked over.
I was in the midst of pushing.
Damn, they couldn't wait till the kids finish with their picture, bruh. These motherfuckers cold out here, bruh. They so cold out here, bruh. They couldn't wait for the man lunch break. They couldn't wait till the kids was gone. Any of that shit, they be so thirsty, bruh. Oh, I gotta hear little girl say Chuck E. T got arrested again. I gotta hear that again. That shit was funny as fuck.
Entire thing while on vacation. As Fox 35's Randy Hildreth found out, it was a visit the kids will likely never forget.
Chuck E. Cheese got arrested.
It's been the talk of the Gilgenheimer family for the last few days.
Like asking 100 questions of like, does this mean Chucky's gone forever? Like, what now?
The Central Florida family was snapped in the back of this now viral photo of Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested at a Tallahassee location. The family had just gotten in town to visit Grandma. 4-year-old Lizzie says she was nearly ready to help Mr. Cheese.
I just didn't want him to get arrested either. She's gonna go help us, then she saw the police and bam.
So she loved Chuck E. Cheese, but she ain't love Chucky enough to go get arrested along with Chuck E. Cheese, bro. She wasn't fucking with Chucky that much, was she? Like, nah, I wasn't trying to get arrested with Chucky. Fuck that. I got a few. Tucky, whatever Chucky did wrong, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
He was nearly ready to help Mr. Cheese.
I just didn't want him to get arrested again. She's gonna go help, but then she saw the police and bam.
Mom says Lizzie had just taken a picture with the character, and 6-year-old Jenny was about to take one when police walked over.
Man, that show you, man. You know, your friends ain't your friends. You know, those them little kids, man, y'all ain't solid. Y'all wasn't keeping it real. Y'all wasn't trying to go down with Chucky. Come on now. You gonna sit there and smile in Chuck E. Cheese face, and now he getting arrested, and y'all don't want to get arrested along with Chucky, man.
I was in the midst of pushing Jenny towards Chucky. The cop grabbed one wrist and another one grabbed the other wrist, put it behind his back, told him not to resist. And like at the same time, I'm pulling my kids away. Like, what's going on in the midst of this?
According to the arrest affidavit, the man in the costume was Jermel Jones. He was arrested for credit card fraud. Police say he worked at the arcade and racked up a little over $100 in charges on a card left by a customer. Gegenheimer thinks he slipped on the costume to hide from police. She's glad he was caught, but wish he hadn't been arrested in front of the kids.
When they had him at the truck, they took off his head and put it on top of.
Now, I ain't mad that they arrested him, but that is kind of weird that y'all would wait till the kids and, you know what I mean, and go and arrest the man in front of the kids, man. Y'all fucking up kids' childhood. But the nigga found a card that somebody left in there, and look at the shit that the nigga went to go start buying with the card. Hold on, let's go back just a tad bit.
The kids.
When they had him at the truck, they took off.
Gegenheimer thinks he's $100.
So the nigga went to the smoke shop, spent $2.14, probably bought him a couple of blacks. He went to Tony Mark, spent another $1.89, probably bought him a bill. Then the nigga went to the meat market. The nigga went and bought him a pack of chicken. Then the nigga went to the Time Saver 11, spent $11.57. Looked like he bought a pack of cigarettes, probably another bill. The nigga went and got him a burger from Whataburger. Then he went back to the smoke shop and bought something else. I don't know what he bought from buying from the smoke shop. Went back to the Circle K. Then declined transactional fee of 50 cents. Then he went and bought a couple of packs of meat, ASAP too. $100 worth of shit, man. The man had to get arrested in front of the kids for.
In charges on a card left by a customer. Gegenheimer thinks he slipped on the costume to hide from police. She's glad he was caught, but wish he hadn't been arrested in front of the kids.
When they had him at the truck, they took off his head and put it on top of the SUV truck. So then we went into the, well, it's kind of.
Hey, shout out to Marquise Mar Taylor, man. I appreciate you for popping out the bushes, man. I see you've been a member for 11 months, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man.
Like, you know, Chucky's got a lot of friends who help him so he can get to all the Chuck E. Cheese places at once, like trying to manage the magic still while we're watching now the man get undressed out of the costume outside.
Police say Jones still had the stolen credit card on him, along with a small amount of marijuana. He's accused of committing the same crime 6 months ago.
Oh, damn. So now we got to watch out for Chucky when we go to goddamn Chuck E. Cheese, man. 'Cause that nigga will swipe your card. Chucky be high as a motherfucker. Who knew Chuck E. Cheese was back there high as a motherfucker? And if you leave your card around, Chucky gonna be at the goddamn, at the corner store buying Black and Milds and blunts with your money and packs of meat. Sad day. Sad. This is tragic. This is a straight tragedy, man. To hear one of our fallen heroes, Chuck E. fucking Cheese. Chuck E. fucking Cheese. You was my hero, my brother. One of our icons. American icon, Chuck E. Cheese. Boy, they locking up everybody, boy. I'm telling you, they don't care if you're a legend or not, bro. They don't give a fuck if you're a legend or not, boy. They will lock your ass up. Trump said he was coming through with the with Law and Order, man. He wasn't playing. And Trump ain't been bullshitting, boy. Yeah, that was a real dope feed type shit, man. Jeez Louise, man. But what else we got, man? There's a whole lot of motherfuckers getting locked up. Y'all, we did a story about, matter of fact, we'll get to that. We'll do that story third. Let's go here. Let's go here, y'all. Now, they say New York has the biggest rats you ever seen. But we got a situation here. I believe it's in New Orleans, if I'm not sure. I haven't looked at this story yet, but I knew by the damn title that this was going to be a good story to get a good laugh at. Check this story out, y'all.
At least two fist size, 3 or 4 fist size fools, you feel what I'm saying? I guess a big rat, very hairy, very dark.
What the fuck is that? These ain't rats. These baby possums. And they outside in a restaurant. What restaurant this is so I know not to go to it?
Can you imagine seeing that one? He saw that on his way home from work. A young man captures a rodent.
Oysters on a half shell.
On video in a local restaurant. And of course, you know it goes viral. Good evening and thanks for joining us, everyone.
Ain't nobody ever going to that restaurant again. Oysters on the half shell. I ain't going nowhere that even say oysters no more.
I'm Streetz Gibson. Nearly 33,000, not 3,000, 33,000 people have watched the social media video of a rat making itself at home in a popular local restaurant. Now the people who shot it have shared it with our Meg Ferris, and she got reaction from all involved.
Craig Jones, a.k.a. Vinci the One, had just
shout out to Craig.
Finished a gig in the Quarter a week ago when he and a cousin and friend were walking home and saw this.
Oh, what the?
It was around 1:30 in the morning on Decatur Street. No food was out and French Market restaurant and bar was closed.
No, I was shocked. Like, you know,
And I know these folks mad as a motherfucker. Like, bitch ass nigga, why the hell you had to show our restaurant? You could have showed the rat. You didn't have to put our restaurant out there. You acting like we got rats. Now ain't nobody gonna want to come nowhere near that restaurant because you done showed this video, and people gonna automatically assume that it's rats in this restaurant.
We from New Orleans, so it's like we always, know that's there, but to see him post it up like he just bought the spot.
And we just happened to walk past through a little. You know what I mean?
That nigga say he was posted up like he bought the spot. Boy, niggas get the best interviews, don't they? Niggas get the best interviews, I ain't lying.
Like, we from New Orleans, so it's like we always, know that's there, but to see him post it up like he just bought the spot.
And we just happened to walk past through a little. You know what I mean? Just through a little ratatouille, he chefing it up, he chilling. It's quite the experience, I'll tell you that. Like it was his home. I mean, like he was just comfortable, chilling in his bed.
It happens all the time.
The restaurant manager says it's a continuous challenge in the entire area.
We bleach everything. Everything's clear. All of this in the morning.
Man, no rat ain't worrying about no fucking bleach, nigga. We talking about rats now. We ain't talking about roaches. We ain't talking about maggots. We ain't talking about flies. You got to do certain shit to keep rats away. These rats are comfortable. He gotta clean this mess up now, boy. Fucking niggas always fucking want to turn on their camera and go viral for some shit. Want to show our fucking rats. Boy, he mad as a motherfucker. You can't tell me y'all ain't got rats now. I don't care what you say, bro. You can't give me a free meal right now, knowing that you got a rat feeling that comfortable at your restaurant. I ain't lying.
All of this is wiped down with sandy buckets. Everything in the kitchen's wiped down with sandy buckets. We've had people that came over and said this is the cleanest restaurant that they've seen in the Quarter.
Stop your damn line. These motherfuckers been watching Trump too much. Hey, Trump done made it popular for people to just say, yeah, man, this the best ever. People done came by and said, nah, ain't nobody say that. You said that.
Back in 2018, we reported rats in the same place. The restaurant's been open for 2¼ centuries. The manager says they have a professional exterminator twice a week, but it's New Orleans.
You know, the guy didn't catch them when they were running at 2 o'clock in the afternoon down the street here. You know, they come out the sewers and they go run in the bushes. They even jump over the rat traps. You know, they're that smart.
Since 2000.
That means you got a lot of experience with these rats. So he's trying to act like the rat is it's not like a common thing. But you're telling us that you experience these rats a lot. I mean, you seen them jump over the rat trap?
2006, the city says it's made great progress in the quarter, getting businesses to always have a lid on garbage, clearing vegetation from flood walls, ideal for rat nests, and containing even small water leaks where they can rehydrate.
If you are an establishment, a business, and you need some help just to get some advice on how to deal in general, it could be proactive or reactive, please call us, 311. We'll come out there. There's no charge.
From the French Quarter.
Man, don't fall for that shit. They just want to know where the rat's at. They gonna shut your motherfucking ass. Them folks come out there and find out you got more rats than you that you know you have. Because people that finally see a rat, by the time you see a rat, oh, trust me, you got way more rats than you think if you happen to see one. If you only got one, you'll never see that motherfucker. So them folks don't want to call y'all out there. Y'all come out there and find out you got a whole motherfucking fucking whole bloodline of rats. Them rats been there just as long as y'all people been there. Y'all invading their space.
Meg Farris, WWL, Louisiana.
Man, I feel sorry for that restaurant, man. But I just thought that was a hilarious story, man, how the rat was just sitting there chilling and all that. But like I say, man, they even trying to lock the rats up, man. I ain't lying. But here's a story that a lot of y'all haven't heard when it comes to all of these entertainers catching these little bullshit charges by just not being able to keep their cool, by not being able to, you know, control themselves. Now, here's a cat right here that I like, but over time, man, I've been hearing him talking, whatever, and he's becoming unlikable, which I don't think he gives a fuck. But he came into my clubhouse room one time and gave us a free interview, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't even mad at him. That means he a real dude. He came in, told us about a whole bunch of shit. I'm pretty sure he's familiar with Earz to the Streetz as a brand, so I ain't gonna shit on Big Worm. But Big Worm, I should have went and clipped up that little part where Big Worm say, "You playing with my money, it's like you playing with my emotions." Because Faizon Love felt like somebody was playing with his emotions.
Judge ruled today that a San Diego County judge ruled today that there is enough evidence to move forward with a criminal trial for a well-known comedic actor. Faizon Love is charged with felony assault. The actor is accused of ripping a credit card reader off a hotel lobby check-in desk last August and throwing it at a clerk.
God damn, what the fuck? Hey, but that nigga take that Big Worm shit serious. Big Worm don't play that shit. God damn, my nigga, you just threw the damn credit card machine? Tell me the credit card machine must have stole your money or something. Why would you do some shit like this, bro? Talking about emotional. Now look at a nigga sitting here in court. You got to pay all this money. You're a black man. Why would you do some shit like this? This man older than me, so he in his mid-40s, probably early 50s.
Faizon Love is charged with felony assault. The actor is accused of ripping a credit card reader off a hotel lobby check-in desk last August and throwing it at a clerk. That woman says she suffered a concussion.
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I forgot to hit the mute button again. I apologize. But Big Worm decided to throw a goddamn phone booth. I mean, throw a damn credit card machine. This is crazy. This man down there, 50 years old, crashing out like this about something so minor.
Prosecutors say Love was angry after a booking he made through a third-party app could not be honored. The hotel clerk does not want to be identified, but she described the incident on the witness stand today during the preliminary hearing.
Mr. Love again was just going off on repeatedly cussing them out. Every other word was a cuss word, and it was getting louder. I then proceeded to say, okay, that's enough. And Mr. Love looked directly at me, pulled the credit card machine off, and threw it at my direction.
What? Boy, if you ain't got no deep pockets, boy, you is in some trouble right now. Because you know this woman ain't gonna sue, right? Bruh, you blaming a woman because fucking booking.com didn't have your room or wouldn't honor your deal? What she got to do with it? And even if she got something to do with it, bro, that's like, you would have been better off slapping her. It would still been equally as stupid, because you know a place like this definitely got cameras everywhere. So it's not a you versus her thing. You, this big black dude, you can already tell she's not a black person, so black woman, they probably wouldn't even give a damn. You doing this to them other folks. Boy, is you stupid in the head? Man, stop it. Stop it. I don't know what the man pocket's looking like, but I guarantee you, whatever you making that Uncle Sam know about you making, yeah. You can't blame nobody but yourself for this. And he kind of flying under the radar because of the Gilbert Arenas story, the Marcus Morris story, the Trump stuff going on. He flying right up under the radar. Everybody like, shit, we don't give a damn. We don't give a damn if Big Worm throwing credit card machines at bitches. How many of y'all done heard about this little shit? I mean, people getting locked up. I guess it shouldn't be news, but once they're celebrities, people pay attention to them. And, you know, we were like, damn, for you to be so blessed and you be successful, you do about the same stupid shit as the nigga that's out here running the streets. You that privileged where you feel like, okay, cause your room wasn't honored through booking.com or price.com or one of these shits, and now all of a sudden you got to take it out on a woman. I mean, even if she was on some bullshit, because sometimes these, you know, hotel rooms be on some bullshit. You ain't got to throw no damn credit card machine at the lady. I'm going to play this back one time just so everybody can hear the whole story, just in case you just came in.
The actor is accused of ripping a credit card reader off a hotel lobby check-in desk last August and throwing it at a clerk. That woman says she suffered a concussion. Prosecutors say Love was angry after a booking he made through a third-party app could not be honored. The hotel clerk does not want to be identified, but she described the incident on the witness stand today during the preliminary hearing.
Mr. Love again was just going off on repeatedly cussing them out. Every other word was a cuss word, and it was getting louder.
Oh, somebody say his net worth is $4 million? Oh. See, something like this, a normal person like me and you, somebody will call the police, we'll go to jail, but, you know, they might sue you for, you know, their medical damages and stuff like that. You know, try to sue you or whatever. But now that somebody would know that he's a Hollywood, you know, celebrity, oh, man, they trying to dig deep in them pockets. But this is some carrying type shit right here, bro. Like, people should be calling that type shit out. I'd be like, bro, I can't really fuck with you like that no more, bro. You throwing motherfucking credit card machine at women and shit, bro. That's crazy.
I then proceeded to say, okay, that's enough. And Mr. Love looked directly at me, pulled the credit card machine off, and threw it at my direction.
Love's defense attorney says that the clerk told police the night of the incident that Love threw the credit card reader between her and another coworker, not directly at the woman. Love pleaded not guilty to the charges. A trial date has now been set for January.
And that could be true. But, nigga, bro, if you threw it at me, you hit me with it. The fuck you talking about, nigga? You took the damn credit card machine, you threw it at the folks. And at first, she probably told that, you know, it hit the wall beside her. And then she thought about it. Oh, this nigga an actor? Oh, yeah, I got a concussion. Oh, my God. Oh, I was in the hospital. Take me back to the hospital. I think I got a loose tooth. I think I got a fractured bone. Oh, I got to go to the hospital. I need to see a psychologist. Emotional distress. All kind of shit got thought of when she found out he was an actor. It's never. I could never get that mad about a hotel room not honoring my damn. That's crazy, man. I'm just about to go to another room. That's crazy. But hey, I ain't no celebrity, so maybe there wasn't another room for a celebrity somewhere. Shit, them niggas can't get caught at a regular Ramada Inn or a Days Inn and all that shit. Them niggas gotta go to that crazy ass shit. What's good, G Mama?
When he first got shot, he.
All right, y'all. So now we got this story right here, and this is an interesting one, y'all, because we just seen a story about what it was about 1 or 2 weeks ago that went viral about a young lady that worked at McDonald's, and her manager was giving her a hard time. Her manager was cutting her hours, and she felt like her manager was allegedly bullying her. And one day her manager cut her hours, sent her home. The young lady went and got her knife out the car, came back in, and stabbed the lady to death. I'm pretty sure y'all remember that story, right? Here's a story right here, y'all, that's almost in reverse. Now we have a manager that just wasn't dealing with the shit, and this turned out wrong. This happened in Memphis. We shouldn't be surprised. But y'all check out this story.
He was screaming, but after a little minute, he just stopped. He stopped moving.
New information tonight.
When he first got shot, he was screaming, but after a little minute, he just stopped. He stopped moving.
New information tonight about a shooting at a Wendy's in southeast Memphis that left one man dead. The store's general manager has been officially charged with first-degree murder in this case.
We've also obtained shocking footage that shows the moment that deadly shot was fired. But we do need to warn you tonight, it is disturbing. Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu joins us live at Wendy's off of Winchester tonight. That's, in fact, where it all happened. Jack, why exactly did this happen?
Well, Darcy, according to court records, the GM was arguing with one of his female employees. Those records state that she wanted to leave early. Again, I want to warn you, this footage is disturbing, and we've edited out some of the most graphic moments.
So, like I said earlier, it's kind of the opposite of the McDonald's situation. Here you got somebody want to leave early. On the last one, you had the young lady wanting to stay, trying to make up her hours, and a person sending her home. But just because somebody working at McDonald's or Burger King and all that, that don't mean they need to be disrespected in any type of way.
Oh! Cell phone video posted to social media shows the moment the deadly shot was fired. You can hear screaming, then the shooter stands over his fatally wounded victim and slaps him in the face.
But he wasn't hearing it, y'all. Look like Buddy tried to put his hands on her, and he already got the gun in his hand, as you can see. I don't know what the hell wrong with a dude where you decide to try to put your hands on a man that has a gun in his hand. That ain't gonna turn out too good for you. And then he went over there, and it looked like he smacked the nigga or spit on him. Or it was total disrespect when he was done. Here, let's see that again since they didn't actually show the shot. But you can see what's really happening. So if he was arguing with a female, how the hell he get out here with a dude?
Social media shows the moment the deadly shot was fired. You can hear screaming, then the shooter stands over his fatally wounded victim and slaps him in the face. The victim died at the hospital. Memphis police say the shooter is Darrell Bowers, the general manager of the Wendy's. Court documents state Bowers was arguing with a female employee who wanted to leave early. He allegedly threatened to slap her, so she called a friend to pick her up. When that friend arrived, he and Bowers started fighting.
The person that got shot, he ended up swinging on the manager of the store, and the manager pulled out his gun and shot him.
Wow. So this starts with, for one, an unruly guy because he's threatening to slap this female. Now, let's say my sister called me and say, this man just threatened to slap me at my job. Would I come up there and have a discussion with that man? Yes. And this is how a lot of us will get ourselves tricked off the streets. And, of course, more and more people are going to be carrying guns. You're right, $10. Hell, more and more people going to start taking their scrap to work. I would, especially if I worked in like a Wendy's or a McDonald's or something like that. I'm the manager. I'm the one that's going to be here late night. I'm the one that's going to be here counting the money and shit. I know how these niggas get down. And most likely, Tennessee has some lax gun laws, similar to Florida gun laws. So shit, as long as you ain't got no felon, I don't even think you got to have a gun permit to have a gun. Now, clearly, when this dude came here, he probably heard his, whether this is girlfriend, his sister, whatever it is, his mother, whatever it is, he probably heard her side of the story. Now, we don't know the whole story. She could have been flying off at the mouth. When he trying to send her home, she probably was flying out the mouth. Oh, bitch ass nigga. No telling what happened. I'm just speaking on both sides of the fence right here. I'm not saying nothing was right about this. This is how things escalate. A lot of times because people don't know how to walk away, you know, conflict resolution of, fuck you, I'm out of here. I go find a new job. But think about how traumatized this young man is right here that's telling the story. I'm going to back this up real quick, man, so we can hear this story again and let it sink in.
Bowers was arguing with a female employee who wanted to leave early. He allegedly threatened to slap her, so she called a friend to pick her up. When that friend arrived, he and Bowers started fighting.
The person that got shot, he ended up swinging on the manager of the store, and the manager pulled out his gun and shot him. Well, he already had his gun in his hand, so.
The video shows Bowers walking towards the victim, gun in hand, before the victim throws a punch. Oh! A split second later, he fires a single shot. Our camera was rolling while Bowers was walked through the parking lot in cuffs.
This dude look like he done did some time already before. I ain't lying.
Honestly, my first time seeing somebody get shot, so it's pretty shaking.
Well, the Wendy's franchise said in a statement it has a zero-tolerance policy for weapons at its stores. Bowers is set to be arraigned tomorrow morning. Darcy?
That is Fox 13's Jack Billier reporting live tonight. Thank you, Jack.
So, man, even at work, it can happen to you. Treat people how you want to be treated. Y'all better stop playing with them folks out here. I ain't lying. So, y'all, the trending story been what's been going on with Gil and the little situation of what they call a gambling ring and how they're perceiving Gilbert Arenas renting out his place to some people that wanted to gamble and do their thing. You got some people that's celebrating that, you know, like the man about to go goddamn get a life sentence or really gonna get 15 years or all that shit. He gonna have to snitch or he got these mob people, all this crazy shit, man. The man is in a sticky situation. I ain't gonna lie. But we'll just see how the thing unfolds. But for right now, I wanted to highlight something that I noticed, and I'm a little shocked that a lot of people haven't expounded over this point of the whole Gilbert Arenas arrest. And when I seen it yesterday, I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? So apparently, there's a missing woman that has gotten the feds' attention. It's not just Gil was doing some, you know, and I'm not saying Gil has anything to do with this. I'm just saying this is what these people are saying. But before I get into that, let me do a breakdown of what happened with the Gilbert Arenas situation, and then we'll get into the missing woman. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button while y'all coming in. I'm going to play the video that I did an upload on last night. That way everybody can know exactly the details that what they're saying about the Gilbert situation from my point of view, and then we'll go from there. And if y'all disagree with the video that I'm about to put together, y'all let me know what y'all don't think is accurate. So this is a video I did. I'm going to skip over the parts where I'm reacting because I can react right here. But
former NBA star Gilbert Arenas was known as Agent Zero during his pro basketball career. But if tonight, three-time All-Star, he's being called a federal defendant, charged with running an illegal gambling ring and high-stakes poker games out of his mansion home in Encino, California.
Now, we all know that's kind of true. What up, Foxy? You know, we all kind of know that's true. I mean, that's on YouTube. Fuck it. Ain't nobody snitching on him or whatever like that. He was proud of it. He was telling us about, you know, that shit right there. Yo, what's good? What's good? Earz to the streets back in your area. Before I get started, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Something pretty. So as you can see, you know, they got the feds, got the man house around and all that crazy shit. We'll skip through that.
Day one, month 3.
They include 49-year-old. Arenas was one of a group of defendants involved in the operation. They include 49-year-old Yevgeny Gershman, a suspected high-level member of an Israeli transnational organized crime group.
Now, y'all notice that they're pointing that out. So that means this guy here is really who they want. But Gilbert Arenas is a famous name, so of course they want to, you know, if you've been chilling with this motherfucker, of course we're going to tie you to him. That's no secret. What he's been doing is they just want to have somebody that can be a potential, you know, informant to that person. Try to shake something up. Now, what I'm curious about is I want to see the pictures of these motherfuckers. Since when do they give us these no pictures of people? If these was 4 black men, 5 black men, these motherfuckers, why is Gil's picture the only picture that's being shown? That's a question I ask myself. Why is it okay to say, okay, Gilbert Arenas, he looks like this? Why is these people picture not in the news yet? Have anybody seen the pictures of these guys? Because I want to see. Y'all know what I want to see. I want to see if one of those guys was the guy that came on and we made that video on. Because it's gonna start ringing in my head. Who the fuck called the feds about this shit? Yeah, somebody definitely snitched. But I don't think it was somebody within their circle that snitched. I think it was somebody that didn't like him that snitched. I think the snitch might have came from this sector, because the more and more I hear this story, it sounds like the same fucking day when he was on a content creator panel and he had the whole, layout or whatever. But somebody was watching that night, because that's what it sounds like they describing. I ain't lying. Y'all can call me crazy. Say whatever you want to about me. I ain't tripping. That's why I want to see the pictures of these motherfuckers that's up here. I want to see if it was that one of them dudes. Was it that dude?
The indictment says Gershman hired young women who served drinks and offered companionship to the players during the games.
And we actually seen that on film, on video. I ain't lying. I got the video, y'all, but I ain't about to help them folks. We know a lot of people got the video, bro. A lot of us reacted to that shit. I made a y'all remember I made the algorithm thought. I put the situation at the end of the algorithm thought video. And I made Mr. Skinny say, I made the man say, what I made the man say? I got to go back and look at it. Oh, you're beautiful to me, Skinny. Y'all remember? You're beautiful to me, Skinny. Mr. Skinny, why they call you Mr. Skinny? Yeah, I got it, bro. But I ain't about to put it out here. I ain't lying. I see Skinny being smart about it too. He holding the, I don't want no dealings. He broke down the whole situation. I think Carcino or Kwame done snitched on that man, for real. They hit the feds up. I mean, it's self-snitching too, but if somebody pointing the folks in that direction, yeah.
They allegedly worked for tips, but had to pay the ring operators a portion of what they made. Now, as for Arenas, this isn't the first time he's been in trouble linked to card games. You might remember that.
And that is true. But, hey, we ain't talking about no time. They just want some money, bro. You pay the back taxes, man, this shit over with.
The 11-year NBA veteran was suspended from the Washington Wizards in December 2009 after he brought guns into the Wizards' locker room. League official says it was over an argument about gambling debts.
ABC's Alex Stone joining us live here in studio with all the details on this developing story. Alex.
And guys, he was just in court a few moments ago pleading not guilty. He's going to go free on $50,000 bond. Gilbert Arenas is, of course, known for his time in the NBA, playing for teams like the Warriors and the Wizards. Known here in L.A. as well for his son, who is a star recruit at USC, recently in a violent Cybertruck crash.
They telling us about everything about Gil. I want to know about them other motherfuckers, too. Only thing y'all say, oh, well, one of them is a high Israeli crime boss. Okay, let us see this motherfucker face. Let us hear his background. Let us hear his story, where he come from. Can you tell us about the other 5 motherfuckers? We ought to know about Gil. I'm just saying.
Federal prosecutors say Arenas and other defendants, including a high-level member of an Israeli transnational crime group, were all arrested today.
Okay, can you elaborate on the crime group? You know what I'm saying? Tell us some of the shit that the crime group is responsible for. Can you do that? Can you tell us who the boss of that shit? How long they been around? Where they started at? Yeah, I seen a nigga celebrating and shit. That's lame shit. Oh, yeah, he locked up. Oh, it's my birthday. Man, please. Like the man about to go do a lifetime bid or something. Oh, well, motherfucker got fired.
They're accused of running an illegal gambling club of sorts out of his mansion in Encino. Federal prosecutors say they had high-stakes illegal poker games and collected a rake, a fee that the House charges for those who would play big money and pay into it.
And that nigga literally, man, word for word. The nigga literally said that. Shit. If they got it on video, they got it on video. Earz to the Streetz ain't the only one. Earz to the Streetz and the motherfuckers over in here in this sector, we ain't the only one recording everything a nigga say and playing it back in front of him. And where he fucked up is he told them folks, I don't know what was going on up there. Okay. All right. You sure? Nah, man, shit. I wasn't there. All right, okay. We'll see you later. Yeah, they just gonna make him pay for it though, man. It ain't that serious, bro. It definitely ain't that serious unless it end up being a superseding indictment. And they start talking about some RICO shit. But I don't think it's gonna go that far as long as everything stayed non-violent, non-sexual.
Young women were allegedly hired to serve drinks, provide massages, and companionship, the way that prosecutors put it. And the women were allegedly charged money as well.
And you notice they just said companionship. They didn't say sex. Nobody was being held beyond their will. Nobody was, getting high and didn't know something happened and so drunk that they beyond their mind. Like, I got to give to Gil. He ran the shit like a real casino. The problem is the white man didn't get his cut, my guy. And I'm on Gil's side with this. Fuck them folks. Nigga, I got this high-ass mansion sitting over here and shit. We got to make this bitch make some money. We'll worry about that other shit later.
Prosecutors say chefs, valets, armed security guards, they were...
Look at her. It's chefs, valet, armed security guard, everybody walking out of here with a bag. Except for the government. And everybody's supposed to be so much on the government. So, oh yeah, man, you messed up. You wasn't a good boy. Man, that man was getting some money just like in the trap house. Just like any other trap house. Gil was running $1 million trap house. Salute to the trap niggas. I fuck with you, Gil, on that one. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You're going to have to pay them folks some money. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go do your little TI bid. But, it is what it fucking is. Yeah, he made hand over fist. They going to have to prove what it is that he made in that motherfucker. And please.
Were hired, and guys, the charges include conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling.
And then you ought to know all a nigga got to do is grease Trump right after y'all. All right, man, this is some shit they started in the Biden administration because they started this shit in 2021. All Gil got to do is go, man, Biden started that shit, this and that. Man, you going to get that shit up out of here. But right now, they need a distraction. Need a fall guy. Need something to talk about. We ought to know what the fuck going on.
Business. If convicted, they could be looking at 5 years in federal prison.
You talk about high stakes, the young women hired. You've read through the court documents. What evidence do they have here to prove all that?
Yeah, a number of different things. And there was a photo that he allegedly sent to another member of this group that.
This look really familiar. Do y'all remember this photo? See, the people, everybody on the internet in the world that's hearing this news, they don't remember. Do y'all remember this photo, y'all? Who he sent this photo to? I think he actually posted this shit on YouTube. Am I tripping? Am I the only one that's seen this photo? I could be tripping, man. I could be tripping, but I could have swear I seen this photo.
He texted the defendant this photo showing Arenas Poker Club. They say that this is part of their case, the allegation that he was renting out this home to those who were running the operation.
Interesting. This goes beyond the Friday night poker night with your buddies.
That is very
the
true.
allegations.
Yes, allegedly.
Native Gilbert Arenas has pleaded not guilty to charges involving operating an illegal gambling business.
Complex, and I think the whole reason they are going after this operation is that connectivity you just talked about. You know, typically the FBI is not going to get involved in gambling unless it involves this type of an organization. Remember, Jesse, it seems like it's just gambling until you can't pay your debt, and then people get strong-armed, and this connection to this organization is problematic.
You're talking about the text messages, right? The alleged text messages about the schedules, the financial matters, recruiting dealers and women. Does it ever surprise you? I mean, if those allegations are true, the digital trail, just nobody realizes that?
Monday.com is the...
Nah, I think he realized that, and shit, he ain't give a fuck. Couldn't have gave a fuck.
I don't know if it's they don't realize it. I just think they truly think of themselves as above the law. They're not going to get caught. They're going to get out of it. And so they continue operations as usual, not worried.
Look, it's serious because if convicted, he and the other defendants face 5 years in federal prison for each count. But the federal officials, they allegedly raided his home in July of last year during a game. Would that have been tipped off? Were they tipped off by maybe somebody who was upset about it?
Now, how many people knew about that? Now, we knew about when Gil came on here and mentioned to us, hey, you know, this is how I'm making some money. But that's before Gil started getting big into the no chill Gil, to the point where he's at now. That was his, I think that was his hustle a couple of years ago, until he started focusing in on the podcasting and all that, and, you know, rearranging his scenery and the gaming and changing his niche. So it's turning out they're trying to hit a nigga for some shit he had going on in 2021.
Game?
Well, my guess is they probably had an informant. Typically in these operations, you have informants that initially come to you for whatever reason. They have not been happy with that group. And that's typically how a lot of these cases start.
Or it's a nigga across the goddamn country hating like a motherfucker. You done came up off of that. A nigga done did him like old boy off for Menace to Society. Wait till 5-0 get this tape. Yeah. Nigga done slid 5-0 that tape.
It sounds like there was some serious big money with this alleged operation because Arenas allegedly rented out his home to be used for the games. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Oh, I bet you they handled probably up to millions of dollars. Look, Jesse, the Bureau isn't going to get involved. We have certain threshold minimums, and you're not going to get involved unless it's a big, big game over a lot of time.
Do you think that?
Now, like y'all can hear the Fed lady say, the feds ain't really going to get into this unless there's real big money at stake.
Marriage fraud, with large.
What you think? That guy, so he can.
Isn't in real.
All right. So this part of the video, I made a little. Well, I noticed in the paperwork, y'all. In the paperwork, there's also a situation where that mob boss guy that they're talking about, they're also accusing him of marrying a woman just to get citizenship. So if he's really what they saying he is from Israel, and now he's an illegal citizen over here, or they felt like he fraudulently got his citizenship, that's part of the investigation too. And I don't know if they're saying that Gil had something to do with that or knew about it, but they're saying that, you know, that guy definitely knew about it. And I think one of Gil's co-defendants definitely knew about it. And it's a little weird that they arresting all these people together because eventually it could become if it became a RICO, it's going to be some trouble. Because right now, luckily, it ain't a RICO because now Gil can individually beat his shit. He ain't tied to somebody else's bullshit that they got that's hands down, like this marriage situation right here. Y'all check this out. Citizenship. Check this out and tell me what you think.
Gresham, as an Israeli citizen, is also charged along with Valentina Kojakari, 35 of Woodlands Hill, with 3 additional counts of conspiracy to commit marriage fraud, and making false statements on an immigration document in early 2022. Gresham conspired with Kojakari to enter into a sham marriage for the purposes of obtaining permanent legal status in the United States and lied to immigration authorities to procure legal status for Gresham, who
Did y'all hear that? So not only they are calling this Israeli guy a organized crime member or high-ranking boss or whatever, now they're saying that he's illegally get into this country. And then what if he gets illegally into this country and he's money laundering through these poker games? So of course the feds got to be attentive to this type of shit. If you know a dude just came in here, his marriage is suspect, so now he got dual citizenship, and now he's bringing cash, he's getting cash money over here, and he's laundering it, you know, through these poker games and all that stuff like that. So it's a little bigger than Nino Brown, is what they're trying to say. Listen to that again, so, you know, let it sink in.
United States and lied to immigration authorities to procure permanent Jakari to enter into a sham marriage and making false statements on an immigration document in early 2022. Gresham conspired with Kojakari to enter into a sham marriage for the purposes of obtaining permanent legal status in the United States and lied to immigration authorities to procure legal status for Gresham, who provided financial support to Kojakari in exchange for her participation in the sham marriage.
Now, where you think he might have met that bitch at? You think they might be saying, and I'm just alleged, I'm just, you know, throwing shit to the wall. I'm not trying to do no work for nobody. Nobody ain't listening to their ears. But do you think they trying to say, Gil, you know damn well you lined this motherfucking Israeli boss up with the little bitch that he got there married or acting like he married. You done threw him one of your bitches. Just take care of her. She marry you, you get your citizenship, come over here, launder money. That's what they're trying to say. They can't prove everything, but they definitely need this. They definitely feel like they got to, you know, stop this shit right now.
Both Gresham and Kojakari submitted false information on their U.S. immigration forms, including Gresham's answers of no as to whether he had ever been detained by any law enforcement official and as to whether he intended to engage in illegal gambling or any form of commercialized vice. Kojakari also was arrested today and is scheduled to make her initial appearance to be arraigned this afternoon in United States District Court in Los Angeles.
Because, you know, now all of those foreigners that's in this case with Gil, all of them would be deported now. You can't get charged with a crime, you will be immediately deported. Gil is the only American citizen, I believe, or I think it might be one more person, which is the female, that are American citizens.
An indictment contains allegations that a defendant has committed a crime. Every defendant is presumed innocent until it's
a good thing that they didn't try to hit them with a RICO, because it actually gives, you know, Gil doesn't have to worry about being guilty of what they got going on. But they're saying he lied to the feds by saying, nigga, you trying to act like you didn't know that an illegal gambling ring was going on in the house that you was renting out. You acting like you didn't know what was going on. This dude is the dude that so-called went and he's got the girls to come over and be companions to the other guys and all that. This is the guy that they're saying that did that. And they're also saying that they had a fake marriage going on so he could get citizenship, and he's over here doing illegal gambling. So they're really looking at this dude. But there's some other shit that this dude is caught up in also that brought the attention to Gil. So I need y'all to stay put. We about to get somewhere with this in a second.
Unless proven guilty in court.
Make sure y'all hit that like button when you come in. Share the content. Yeah, that's a coming in.
Judge this afternoon in crime groups were arrested.
Mentioned over a year ago.
San Fernando Valley home.
Arenas, along with several others, were arrested today. One of them, a suspected high-level member of an Israeli organized crime group. Arenas has already made his first court appearance, facing a judge this afternoon in downtown L.A. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade live in Encino with more. Mary Beth.
Lose the right weight the right way, now 2 times faster. With Medi Weight Loss, our customized GL.
Yeah, and Mike and Sherry, as the hours wear on, I'm getting to read these court documents a little bit further. And so it appears that the illegal gaming up here at this Encino mansion began back in September 2021 and then came to a screeching halt the night of July 19th, 2022. That's when the feds raided this Encino mansion. And at the time, there were 26 high-stakes poker players inside, as well as a lot of staff that were made up of young women, chefs, valets, and security guards.
You're asking me, I'm telling you.
Former NBA All-Star turned podcaster Gilbert Arenas was allegedly running illegal high-stakes poker games out of his Encino mansion. Arenas, who the feds dubbed Agent Zero, and 7 others, including...
Hey, man, hold on. I got to go back. That's a nice ass... Now, that's a fucking mansion. I ain't lying. That's some nice shit, though.
Mansion. Arenas, who the...
And that look like more like Ron Artest. They don't look like Gil, man. Whoever that sketch artist is, man, they need to smack the fuck out of him. They got Ron Artest. Meta World Peace up in there.
Feds dubbed Agent Zero and 7 others, including a suspected Israeli international crime boss and a West Hollywood lawyer, have been charged in a federal indictment. The former Washington Wizards player is accused of renting out his Encino mansion on Gable Drive for the illegal games, which were allegedly hosted by his co-conspirators. According to court documents, Arenas texted one of his co-conspirators this picture of a poker table in connection to the games.
I swear I seen that poker table before, man. I swear I seen that poker table before.
Which allegedly took place from September 2021 to July 2022. A neighbor recalls seeing unusual activity and scantily clad women during that time frame.
Well, just mostly people coming out at all hours of the night. Usually I'd see women, though, coming out. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning and taking off with whomever in a car down the street.
The alleged Israeli crime boss, Yevgeny Gershman, is accused of hiring young women who, in exchange for tips, served drinks, provided massages, and offered companionship to the poker players. The women were charged a tax, a percentage of their earnings from working the games.
But that's respectable, though. Like, it ain't like that he was making the bitches do all kind of crazy shit. Now, Gil was in there talking about snort a little coke off your booty. Oh, man. He might have talked a little too much. Because this is how we want to think the house is. We don't want to think about the house with the, bitches getting coke snorted off their booty. But, they're being nice about this shit. And I'm glad that that's all they got. Because he good with this, with what they're describing. Hey, it ain't that bad.
The more people you have who are willing to engage in stuff that's illegal or high risk puts us all in certain situations that we don't want to be in.
Arenas and several of his co-defendants have been charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business and 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business. Arenas was also charged with 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. Yeah, he apparently told investigators that he didn't know what was going on up here at his Encino mansion. And we have learned that the mansion was sold a few years ago and now operates as a drug and alcohol rehab facility.
He didn't know. Yeah, he kind of fucked up right there. But, you know, it is what it is. You lied to the feds. Just, you know, don't snitch. Do your little year in a day. Pay your little taxes or whatever that they gonna want. That's all they want. They want the back taxes. That's all they want. Be good.
For now, reporting live here in Encino, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Now it's serious. Now, as Gil was still locked up, man, and this is how I knew the shit wasn't that serious, because Swaggy P came on this motherfucker trolling the shit out of Gil. And I was like, boy, this nigga should be no chill Swaggy, cause but I can imagine that if the same thing would have happened to Swaggy P, Gil would have came on and would have came with the humor of talking shit about Swaggy P, because them niggas had that type of relationship. And it's funny. But let's check out Swaggy P reaction to that shit.
God damn.
Get the money you need with Fast Loan Advance. Request from $500 to $35,000.
God damn, man. They got him. They got him. Oh, man. Hey. It's over, man. It's over, man. Stupid motherfucker gone, man. They got him. God damn, man. We just got out, man. I just got out, man. I do fingerprints and shit, man. They just got us, man. Hey, but don't worry. Don't worry about the show or nothing. Gilbert, don't worry about Gil's Arenas. I got that now. We might as well just change the show to Swaggy's Arena. And in conjunctions with Gilbert. We're going to put a little Gilbert sign on the side. It's still Swaggy's Arena until you come back home. And once you get out, it's back to you. But for now, I got it. I got that. All right? It's just, welcome to Swaggy's Arena, y'all. In conjunction with Gilbert's Arenas. We're going to have just your name on the side. It's still going. And don't trip, because where you going, you can be comfortable. They got TVs. I'm going to send you all the updates. You can make all your bets on Underdog. Do whatever you want. You still there. You know, the feds, they let you chill. You can have some shoes. I send you the latest Gil's Arenas. The Adidas, I'm going to send you all those. You're going to be flying that shit. But look, when it comes to the show, I got it. Don't worry about nothing. So when they bust in, I say, oh, shit. Oh. Whatever he did it. He did it. Whatever they said he did it. Yeah, man. Got his stupid ass. And that's my brother, too. I love him. But he's stupid. Shit. When I seen that shit, I said, nah, man, what the fuck going on? I was looking around like, damn, so, all right, so what we gonna do? This nigga fucking up the money. So call Underdog and said, Underdog, don't win the trip. He still could make his picks. Well, you know, they got TVs in there. He can make his picks from his cell. I'm gonna send him all the latest, you know, Ja Morant's and the Lakers and all that shit. He can wear his Luka Doncic. He can wear his Luka jersey in the cell while he nigga making bets. It's the coldest nigga to do it, boy. Oh, man, I love him, baby. That's my dog. Damn, little D-Lo. Little D-Lo. Might as well be D-Lo. Shit. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around with them. Got my mama and shit calling me like, Nick, I was like, oh, nah, they almost got me, my mom. I slid out that motherfucker. I seen them coming. But yeah, man, free Gil. Does anybody know? Free the hibachi. You know? Free the goat. Hey, no, free the hibachi. Free Gil, everybody. I'm gonna get a t-shirt that say free Gil. Man, fuck. Oh, boy. I never thought I'd see the day, my brother. Hey, man, it won't be the first time I lost one of my friends to the cell. Just keep him in there, because he been a fucked up friend ever since I met him. Might as well just keep him. Whatever he said, whatever y'all think he did, probably more than likely, you know, just keep him in there. You know, he don't need to come back out. He don't need to see the light of day no more. I'm tired of this motherfucker. Oh, man. This is the Swaggy Arena in conjunction with Gilbert Arenas Underdog, baby. Yeah. Yeah, be coming through a theater near you. We gonna be same days, Monday through Thursday, on a trip. And you know what? I got some demandings. You know what? I probably don't want Ken on there neither. Cause I'm tired of his shit too. I'm tired of Ken fucking with me. They need to take his ass to jail too. You know what? Just take them all. I'm here all week, baby. Ken, you next. You going down too. The shit.
I don't think King gonna think that shit funny. King don't really want to got that swing on this nigga. Like, nigga, don't be putting no feds attention on me, man.
You try to pull on the show when you try to get at me? Oh, yeah, I called the police the next day. They trying to get you too. I'm building the case for all the times you threatened me on the show. I'm tired of this shit. All right? Swaggy Arena coming to a theater near you. Peace, man. Keep your prayers and all that, because he need them, man. You know, my dog need him. He been going through a lot of shit, you know. Just pray for him, man. Keep him in high spirits, okay? Shit, I'm coming for everybody. Just T, your ass next. Bye.
Man, with friends like this, you don't even need hating ass niggas like that other nigga over there. But fortunately, Gil is out. He tweeted, "I'm back on the block like it's hot. This ain't got shit to do with me. Just rented the house. Wasn't a part of the festivities." It say, "Snitching Gil coming soon." Gil already knew that, you know, that's pretty much what everybody gonna be saying. Gil snitch, Gil snitching, Gil snitching. So he already trying to beat him to the punch, man. And so, yeah, man, Gil free though. He back out here like, you know, back on the block, man. I'm pretty sure he's gonna, hopefully he'll shut his damn mouth, because he shouldn't be talking about his case. So, but the thing about it though, see, all the attention is on Gil right now. And while Gil is running allegedly running illegal gambling rings out of his house, he's doing it the smart way, because you got other NBA players that are going to Vegas and going broke by giving them the money. Hell, you could have came in, spent that money in Gil's house, and at least if you went broke, you might have could have got a loan from Gil. You know what I mean? Or whatever, or these Israeli people, you know, they gonna fuck you up. But if you do it in Vegas, they gonna send you to jail. Now, in concurrent with what Gil going through, you got Marcus Morris, which is another NBA player who had to go to jail because he ended up owing Las Vegas a large amount of money. So let me let y'all see this story here.
Two separate warrants out of the state of Nevada. I have spoken to the officials in Nevada. They do intend to extradite him. The warrants are for sort of a bad check, and then theft greater than $100,000. The factual basis is gambling at a casino, taking out a marker for the $100,000 or more. Their position is there was attempts to negotiate with Mr. Morris, both by the casinos and then by the district attorney's office in Nevada. Those have been unresponsive.
I wouldn't do that just yet, because your ass is mine.
Welcome to Las.
So, as you can see, NBA player Marcus Morris, he has a twin brother, if you know, for the people who don't watch basketball, that's also in the NBA. So he happened to be in Vegas, and I'm gonna let y'all see what happened to him in Vegas. This guy here did a great job of breaking this situation down. If you want to go sub up to him, his name is 93Zay. Shout out to him for this breakdown. So I'm gonna review his video real quick. Hold on, let me drop his link in the chat for y'all. All right, there we go.
Las Vegas, baby. A city where over 40 million people come and visit every year. Where life is like a GTA server. You can get rich at a casino or you could die at a stoplight. Las Vegas is a place where money rules all. When you have money in Las Vegas, there is nothing that you can't do. There is nothing that you can't obtain here. It just has a price. But one thing that you can't do in Las Vegas. And Marcus Morris is starting to learn that lesson. The one thing you cannot do in Las Vegas is owe them casinos money, because the DA office here has a
What's good, Carl? What's good to be sector?
Special unit. And this special unit is called the bad check unit.
The bad check unit. So this boy done got caught up with the bad check unit. And I think this the same thing like people like Bruno Mars got caught up in. I think they say Bruno Mars owe like $50 million. So they got this nigga where he got to perform for them every single night to pay back the millions of dollars that he's in the hole for.
They finna come get that money for the casino.
I was surprised when a waiter
Tell them to bring me my money.
It was a regular vacation in Florida, something that Marcus Morris and his twin brother probably have done hundreds of times. But this time something was different. He thought just because he owed the casinos money that they would just sue him in court. But what he actually did was sign a casino marker, which means you gotta open up a casino line of credit, you gotta get approved, and to get approved, they're gonna check your credit score, your financial stability, and your past gambling history. And then once you're approved for the marker, you can take out however much money that you want. But the banks do protect themselves by grabbing your bank account information. Just in case you do try to run off and you don't respond to the letters.
And see, so they ain't doing like regular banks and all that. Now you going to through the credit bureau and all that stuff like that. Nah, they putting a warrant out for your ass. That shows you how much power these casinos got.
They're just gonna take the money right out your account. But Marcus Morris did this not only at the MGM, but he spent the block and tried to do it at the Wynn too.
Ran off on the floor twice.
It seemed like Marcus Morris hit the casinos up, was like, man, work with me, nephew, work with me, work with me. Because it seemed like they was trying to work with him. Usually within 30 days, if you don't pay, they send it straight off to the DA. And the DA say, hey man, you got 10 days to pay us, or you gonna have to pay them the money, us 10%, and we issuing the warrant for your arrest. The moment that the casinos try to withdraw the money from your account and the funds are not in the account, the casinos turn into the banks and they treat it like fraud. So now there's a warrant issued for your arrest, and if that amount is over $1,200, it will be a felony, and that's per marker that he took out. So he got charged with 2 felonies by taking out 2 markers in 2 casinos in Las Vegas. So now he in court, had his hearing today, and he asking for bond. And he like, bro, man, I was finna pay them back, bro. I'm in the process of paying them back. If y'all let me out.
Nah, hell nah, nigga, you was all the way in Florida. That nigga tried to run up off the plug. He tried to run off on the plug. He tried to go to Florida like them folks ain't got a long arm. Nah, bring your ass back here. Now you sitting in jail. That'll teach you.
I'm gonna pay them back. But Las Vegas ain't hearing that. They're like, hey, yeah, bring them back down so we can holler at them. And the judge said we can only release you under 2 conditions. 1, the warrants are withdrawn, or 2, Nevada come and pick you up. What's crazy is Marcus Morris done earned over $100 million in his NBA career. Where is that now? But to
I'm pretty sure that nigga done gambled that shit up. Cause if you got to get a loan and you done made over $100 million, boy, you down bad.
try this in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada is a different city. It's not like everybody else's city. The casinos here are the lifeline of Nevada, and the casinos business come before any business in Nevada. I mean, just take a look at DraftKings and FanDuel. They still can't get in Nevada because they already know if they let DraftKings and FanDuel in the door, it's over with.
You got me.
Marcus Morris, what is going on though, bro? We just seen you on ESPN. We just seen you on First Take. We just seen you on Get Up. How you go from Get Up to Get Out? Now you done embarrassed the family. People calling your brother like, man, what's your brother on, man? Y'all just made $100 million. What's going on? And now your brother's sitting back like, you're costing me money, CW. Seeing cases like this just make you happy that you, like, man, I owe the creditors $2,000, but not $200,000.
Yeah, that is going to be fucked up because now he is going to have to call his brother who is also in the NBA, because if he ain't got the money, who else you going to call? But your brother might be like, man, shit, boy, you gamble too much. You fucking up the bag.
That $200,000 look different when it's on a piece of paper, don't it? I'm just happy that this didn't happen back in the day. See, 93 do like to gamble sometimes, so, you know, I go down to the casinos in Vegas and I'll chop it up sometimes with the dealers, especially the older ones, because I like to know what happened in Las Vegas back when the mob was running. And one of the dealers told me, hey, man, back in the day, if you got caught stealing, them boys was taking you out back. 3, 4, 6'5" Samoans with Mike Tyson neck is finna pull you into a back room. And they was gonna break your legs. They might break your arm. If you stole too much money, you might have ended up in Lake Mead, because Lake Mead is still uncovering bodies to this day. And if the mob really wanted to get you back then, there are so many secret and backdoor entrances and tunnels and stairwells back a house that the general public will never know exists. Let's say you're an artist and you're running late for your show. There's a door that leads to a hallway that leads to backstage, and vice versa. But those days are over. One thing that Marcus Morris is gonna have to do is pay that debt. They're not letting him out of jail. They're not giving you no bond until you A, pay the debt, B, make a payment plan, or C, they drop the charges. There is no way out of this case.
And that's a fact. But to keep it 100, I would rather be in, if I had to be in one of the situations, I would rather be in Gil's situation than this nigga's situation. I ain't lying.
Without making sure that money gets paid. But we gonna find out, because there are a lot of questions that we all have. Like, how did you make $100 million and you taking out casino markers? We need to figure this out. And how did you not understand the legal implications of a casino marker? That's why I need y'all down in the comment section to beat the comment section up. Let me know.
So that's the sum of what Marcus Morris is in. I figured he did a great job of the breakdown of that. So I was gonna read y'all the whole article about what happened with him, but he broke down pretty much everything that's in this article anyway. And I don't feel like reading all this. But if you want to go check up on it yourself, just type in Marcus Morris situation, and you can go and see how he's also in a gambling scandal. And it's not quite like how Gil's is, but, you know, and it's not getting the headlines that Gil is getting. But, hey, everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of these dudes put themselves in situations that they wish they wasn't in, and having to deal with the feds or stuff like that. They actually had to arrest this man in Florida. They wasn't playing about that money. And that was only $250,000, so you could imagine what they'll do if you owe, you know, more than that. So let's see what other stories that we had. So back to Gil. So now the situation with Gil has a little bit more of a twist than most people have talked about. Now, this is a twist that I haven't heard anybody talk about. And I believe I dropped the video already, but I will be dropping this video later on today. And it's enough information where you can do a little bit more homework on it yourself. But there's apparently a missing woman that sparked the investigation on Gilbert Arenas. How many people in the chat knew that? Well, you're about to find out right now. Exclusively on Earz to the Street.
And we begin at 6 tonight with high-end illegal poker games under investigation in Los Angeles. Good evening once again, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Michael Brownlee. A federal indictment unsealed just today accuses former NBA All-Star Gilbert Arenas and 7 others of running an underground poker game at Arenas' home in Encino. Now, he pleaded not guilty in court today and was granted bond. Tonight, NBC4 investigates that alleged gambling ring may have a connection to the unsolved disappearance and death of a woman from West L.A.
What? Now, this is where shit gets spooky at. This is where shit gets spooky at. Now you're talking about a missing white woman. And they're connecting this directly to Gil's gambling ring, or at least the people that are involved in it. Let me play that back just in case y'all didn't hear it.
Just today accuses former NBA All-Star Gilbert Arenas and 7 others of running an underground poker game at Arenas' home in Encino. Now, he pleaded not guilty in court today and was granted bond. Tonight, NBC4 investigates that alleged gambling ring may have a connection to the unsolved disappearance and death of a woman from West L.A. Heidi Plank vanished in 2021, and detectives working that case also took part in some of the investigation into the gambling case unsealed today.
Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard joins us live now with more information.
Well, we've learned from some of our law enforcement sources familiar with the Heidi Plank case that investigators examining her disappearance were present in early 2022 when federal agents served search warrants at a home in Sherman Oaks. That house is part of the case that led to the indictments today of 8 people, including former NBA player Gilbert Arenas, who federal prosecutors have accused of taking part in running an illegal gambling operation. What? This is video from News Chopper 4 of federal agents serving a search warrant in 2022 at a home on Chandler Boulevard in Sherman Oaks. A copy of that warrant that we've obtained shows agents suspected the home was being used to host illegal gambling events that were tied to an organized crime ring running secret poker rooms all over L.A. And this is that same house days later on fire in what several law enforcement sources say they believe was an arson designed to destroy potential evidence. That search on Chandler, court papers say, led to the search of Gilbert Arenas' home in Encino that the indictment unsealed this week says was being used around the same time to host underground gambling events. And the law enforcement sources told NBC4 they believed there was a possible connection between this gambling ring and Heidi Plank's disappearance. They told us associates of the same organized crime group that's the subject of the indictment today were also linked to an illegal gambling room running inside an apartment at a high-rise building in downtown L.A. There's no indication Arenas or anyone named in the case today was involved in the downtown poker room. But that building is where Plank was last seen and where her dog was found wandering on an upper floor.
Now, it's definitely important to point out, they say that they have no reason to think that they had anything to do with that now. But for some reason, they're still connecting him to it. What's up with that? So don't think that I'm saying, oh, Gil got something to do with this woman or whatever. I'm saying they're saying that. They're trying to connect his shit to their shit.
The sources told us evidence found at the Chandler search helped build the gambling case charged this week, but it did not help explain Plank's disappearance. She attended her son's football game in Downey that day, left at halftime, and was later recorded by security cameras near the apartment building downtown. Her car was found a week later, parked in a different building's garage. The LAPD said it found forensic evidence at that first apartment building that suggested she died in some kind of incident, and in turn, that led to the Chiquita Canyon landfill, where detectives spent days unsuccessfully searching for her remains. Plank's body was never found, and a judge declared her dead in 2023. Her family and friends continue to try to find answers. They even put up billboards a couple of years ago begging the public for information on the case. Now, our contacts tell us they think Plank may have met up with someone who was either a participant in this illegal gambling room in that building, or she, in fact, went into the room herself. And that's part of why detectives have told us they've had so much difficulty getting potential witnesses to cooperate. Plank's disappearance is unsolved. No one has been arrested in that case. No suspects have been named by police. I'm investigative reporter Eric Leonard, NBC4 News.
So it seemed like now they're just, shaking down everything in the city to try to see, who gonna crack. To see if they can get some type of lead. You can't just go to throwing shit out there, but you gotta, you gotta rattle the cage a little bit. But like they say, they don't believe that, Gil or any of those people that was in the indictment has anything to do with any of that. I'm hoping that they don't try to, play that man with that type of bullshit. I mean, because those are some serious accusations. And now that could be something that can derail his career. But for right now, I think Gil is good. As long as, there's no extra stuff coming out. But they're definitely on a campaign right now. I don't know what's going on, but we see other stories that are going on about other celebrities, and people are not, it's not viral like that. It's not frontline news like that. We seen Faizon Love assault a woman, throwing the damn credit card machine at her. We seen a Wendy's manager take out a guy in broad daylight in the parking lot. None of these things are headline news. People are talking about a gambling ring, but it is a celebrity. But for some reason, they're not showing the pictures of the other people. So that does raise a small red flag with me. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm not going to make this show too long. I actually want to do another show. My next show, I'm going to break down a little bit about the rapper Queso, how the case been going, because we have talked about Julio Fulio, and I know y'all don't, a lot of y'all, my audience might not know who Queso is, but this was a guy that was really driving up the murder rate, allegedly in Jacksonville, and it's believed that, his gang had something to do with Julio Fulio's situation. But what's crazy about this case is this guy's own father is testifying against him, and his backstory is very interesting and very unbelievable. It's almost some movie type shit. So I think I'm gonna do a reaction to that, and we're also gonna do some reactions to some police body cam footage. We got a couple of funny ones to go over. And we'll definitely get back to a Pop the Balloon eventually. But I think we can rock out with that. And I appreciate everybody that done pulled up. If you missed most of the live, go back and check it from the beginning. This was a good live, very informative. So do that for me. Like I say, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the content. Look out for any of my uploads. Turn on your notification if you haven't been getting my uploads. That's more what I've been trying to do lately, do more uploads and stuff like that. So y'all show support. And if you watch the upload, man, watch it all the way through. It helps me out in the algorithm. But I'm going to get up out of here and keep this live nice, short, and clean. And like I say, shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm going to get up out of here. Salute Wigtown Slim. Yeah, Queso got life, and he still got another trial that's coming up, too. So this is just the first life sentence that he going to get. I'm surprised they ain't trying to get him the death penalty, but, hey. But we'll see. I'll show y'all what ended up happening and how that whole trial went. It was a crazy trial. It was very interesting. I mean, it was sad at the same time, but it definitely was a lot of learning lessons in there. And a lot of insight of how these gang members are really living their life, man. This shit is crazy. I ain't lying. But anyway, Y'all have a good one. I'm going to get up out of here. Earz City Streetz. I'm out y'all area.